Hello viewer. We have started monthly video series titled Let Us Know Our Code of Ethics Better. This month, let us discuss some ethical issues related to unpaid fees at the time of change of auditors. The issue demands more attention in cases where there is a change in the auditor and fees of the outgoing auditors are unpaid. The entire sequence of event may unfold like this. The incoming auditor communicates with the outgoing auditor in terms of Clause 8 of the first schedule. Thereby he comes to know that the fees for the outgoing auditors remain unpaid. Now the question that confronts the incoming auditor is, what to do? Whether to accept the appointment or not? Guidelines require that if any undisputed fees remain unpaid, the incoming auditor should not accept the appointment. The appointment should be accepted only after such fees are paid to the outgoing auditor. The question then arises as to what are undisputed fees in these circumstances would be. It is necessary that the incoming auditor should try and determine whether the outstanding fees are undisputed or not. To determine this, the incoming auditor has to be clear about what constitutes undisputed fees. For a fee to be undisputed, it should carry the following attributes. Fee should be for carrying out statutory audit. Statutory audit can be under the Companies Act 2013. Statutory audit can be under various other statutes also. Audit fee is provided for in the accounts. Accounts are signed by both the auditee as well as the auditor. If the auditor has incurred any expenses in connection with the audit, such expenses are also covered. In case these attributes are present, the unpaid fees shall be considered as undisputed fees. Now what is the recommended course of action in case the fees that are outstanding are not undisputed in terms of the criteria that we discussed above? The guideline effectively states that non-payment of fees that do not satisfy the criteria of being undisputed would not constitute a valid professional reason which may compel a member not to accept an appointment. In other words, if the fees that are outstanding do not carry the characteristics of undisputed fees, the incoming auditor can still accept the appointment, subject to other regulatory requirements. He need not refuse the appointment on the ground of non-payment of such fees. The guideline recommends the following course of action in case of unpaid fees of such nature. The incoming auditor should use his influence in favor of his predecessor to have the dispute settled. The incoming auditor is expected to use his influence only after evaluating the circumstances. If, after evaluating the circumstances, he thinks it to be a fit case where he should use his influence, only then the incoming auditor should use his influence to get the dispute settled.